Here I am in front of the Bow Valley Ranch house. It's now a restaurant, but in the past this was basically the house and headquarters for ranching in this area. And before that time it was used by the Native Americans, primarily the Blackfeet or the Blackfoot, who lived here and fished in the waters in the Bow Valley and also in Fish Creek. You know, a lot of people think that ghosts are evil, bad things that do terrible things to humans, perhaps haunting them in the middle of the night, perhaps scaring them. But this area has a different type of ghost. It's actually got friendly ghosts, kind of like Casper the Friendly Ghost, but real, not a cartoon. We're going to dive into that today to show you the history and the legends of this amazing ranch house. The Bow Valley Ranch in Calgary has a long and fascinating history that stretches back centuries. Before European settlers arrived, the land was used by indigenous peoples, the Blackfoot Confederacy, who relied on the region's abundant wildlife and water resources for subsistence. The Bow River and Fish Creek made this area an ideal location for hunting and gathering, and it held cultural significance for the First Nations who traveled through this land. In the early 1880s, William Roper Hull, a successful businessman and rancher, acquired the land and transformed it into a cattle ranch. Hull was one of the pioneers of Alberta's ranching industry, and under his ownership, the Bow Valley Ranch became an important part of the province's growing agriculture economy. He constructed the original Bow Valley Ranch house, which became a centerpiece of the property. By 1902, Hull sold the property to Senator Patrick Burns, one of Alberta's most influential ranchers and businessmen. Burns was a key figure in the meatpacking industry and played a major role in developing large-scale cattle ranching in Western Canada. His influence extended beyond agriculture. He was also one of the Big Four, who helped fund the first Calgary Stampede in 1912. Under his ownership, the Bow Valley Ranch continued to thrive. However, as Calgary expanded and economic conditions changed, the ranch's significance as a cattle operation began to decline. Over the next several decades, it changed hands multiple times, and by the mid-20th century, it was no longer used for large-scale agriculture. By the 1990s, efforts to restore the Bow Valley Ranch house and its surroundings gained momentum. In 1995, the Ranche at Fish Creek Restoration Society began working on revitalizing the site, bringing new life to this historic property. Today, the Bow Valley Ranch house is home to a fine dining restaurant that celebrates the region's heritage, while the surrounding area features gardens, an art gallery, and walking trails. Visitors can explore the rich history of the ranch while enjoying the natural beauty of Fish Creek Provincial Park. The Bow Valley Ranch stands as a testament to Calgary's past, but what remains of the past is echoed to those who seek it. There are some ghost stories associated with the house, and we will go inside and explore and seek out any spirits within. Now, most haunted houses have dark stories and scary ghost stories, but not this place. In fact, it actually feels very welcoming. I've been to this site numerous times, and each time I feel a sense of joy and excitement. The property was the hub of the community. Dances, parties, swimming pool parties, romantic encounters. It was a celebration of life itself. There's one ghost story associated with the property that always surfaces. It's about a Chinese cook who enjoyed his employment, the land, and the house so much that he asked that when he died, to return his body to the house to be buried so that he could enjoy it in the afterlife. Charles Yuan perished in a car accident in 1938. His family did not know about his wish, and his body was returned to China and buried there. But Charles has been seen at the ranch many times. Lights have been known to flicker and silverware has been moved about, as well as a radio turning on by its own accord. Guests and employees have seen his ghost within the dining rooms, a strange mist or a translucent figure walking about. I began to wonder also, however, if Charles' ghost has been seen here, what other spirits may reside on the land and the property. Everything about this location, though, feels good. And in knowing that, let's see if we can contact any spirits who have returned to this amazing location. Now, I find this very interesting, as it comes from the Calgary Police Canine Division. When the house was unoccupied, the city allowed the police canine officers to train their dogs here, but the training was always interrupted, as the dogs, instead of sniffing out a criminal or drugs, would run upstairs and bark consistently in the direction of unseen individuals. Several dogs were used over a period of time, and each seemingly gave chase and barked at unseen targets. The police were baffled and moved their training elsewhere, and the dogs went back to normal. That leads me to believe there is something more going on here, perhaps something upstairs.